Hello, YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? I am, I have a plan today, and my plan is to build a, librarian's house. I have to double check and make sure that my audio is okay because my last stream turned out horrible, and I did not check it until recently. So far, it's sounding good, but now I know I have to be careful. I did not catch that at all the entire stream, and man, my audio is terrible. So the plan is not to do that. We will now that I think the audio sounds good on my end. From what I can tell, it sounds good. I'm going to stick with that as if it does. We're going to focus on building the librarian's house. And I haven't updated the map yet. I'd be really excited to, but I want to build the librarian's house right here just before I do. And once I get at least the foundation of the house down, the majority of it built, maybe not the details, but get a roof on it and a door on it and some light in there. Once I get it built, it would be cool to then update the map, see how much has changed right here and what all these new buildings look like. My last stream, I built a small farmhouse right here, and my prior few streams before that, I guess even including that one, was finishing and building the cartographer trade hall. So that one took a bit. This was a larger building. Wasn't too big, but it did take a minute to kind of get the cartographers in, and unfortunately, the trades did not all go according to plan. However, we got one of the most important ones, and it's still a bunch of cartographers gathered in one. So, we'll hope for better luck. We'll just use them to make some more children from us to fill up their, fill their roles they're leaving, and we'll just kind of let them leave out, or leave in the city a little bit. So they could live out in the wild. I just don't want them in my trade hall. I feel like I can get a few better trades out of it. So that's so far going to be the plan. Now, the current question is, what color do I want to make this building? I feel like I feel like I want to use this mangrove wood, even though I don't have a lot of it. So, let me check the bank. We have we have stored a lot of leftover things for these kinds of situations, but I try not to tap into the bank often because that's kind of our backup and it's hard to refill, or it's like to remember to refill. It just takes time to gather resources. So, um yeah, see, there's just not a lot of mangrove wood. I feel like if I were to use a lot more mangrove, I would need to cut down some trees, and man, mangrove trees are so annoying. I don't want to do that. At least not on stream. Maybe I'll try to find a different wood because I do have a lot of that white pale oak wood. So maybe I can use pale oak wood with mangrove walls, and then I could do like an some kind of cool variation of a roof. No, I could make some warped wood. I don't have almost any of this, but it wouldn't be quite as hard to farm. Oh, it is in its own way, because I have to break down the warp blocks that remain, which is really annoying. You know what? I actually really like that nether brick right there. So maybe I'll make the roof out of nether brick on this one. I feel like that might look pretty cool. So let's just quickly run a test. So that way I wouldn't have to farm too many like mangrove trees or whatever else. I will have to melt down some netherrack, but let's, I don't know, let's just see what this might look like. Oh, that's right. Really tall place for me to. Oh. Yeah, I think that would look pretty cool. Oh wait, hold on. I still think that would look pretty cool. I think we should do that. So that means I just need to melt down some netherrack and get some trees. So no problem. All these furnaces are empty, right? It looks like it. Ooh, some of these are low. I have to put more dried kelp in them. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a lot of netherrack here, so I'll go and find that. I know I have a bunch somewhere in here. In the meantime, I'll have to find a way to reduce some space in here. That'll work for now. Because I don't think I'll need that much, but definitely enough to build a home. So it's still going to be a pretty reasonable amount. Just have to remember where we have some stored. You know, I'm gonna go once again. Thanks to a shout out to Dogby. You know, Dogby on YouTube. He's a video game YouTuber. He makes great content. He left us like when he lived here. This was the original house, the first house we built in the city. And when he moved in for a period of time, this is where he lived. And he left his beautiful animals here, Calypso and some frogs and such. But he also left us goodies, and I'm hoping that one of these might have some netherrack left over. Oh my god! That's exactly what I need. Yes. So this is what I'm talking about. You know, with help from friends, you know, we can go a long way in this game. Yeah, he's contributed immensely in his own way to the city. Yeah, my goodness. So, yeah, shout out. Thank you for making it so much easier for me to actually push this project further. Like I said, I've been working on this city for about almost 3 years now, I guess. You know, I think we just passed the anniversary not too long ago. But yeah, and it's pretty crazy. So I decided I would like to document what I'm doing here, and I'd like to film it for, you know, just for fun in the future and for everyone to see on the internet. And I hope it just inspires people to, you know, and want to build their own like forever world in their own way. And my way just always happens to be making giant cities where like these villagers live. And in fairness, yes, they are annoying to listen to at first, but when you listen to them long enough, you don't even notice after a while. So that's kind of how it is for me. But it's just fun to have like the security of this giant city with all these different buildings and utilities and uses for all their little unique things. It just, I don't know, it just makes the world interesting for me. I like having destinations for places and places to be and projects to do. So I think that's really cool that um, I've, you know, with the, as I said, I've never been able to also play this game with friends. So now that I could play this friends with the help of friends, I could really make like a giant dream project come true. And I don't expect to get this done tomorrow, but you know, I expect this just to be a very large scale, day by day kind of picture. So that's why I'm excited to kind of share this journey and hope that someone out there might kind of connect with this the same way I do, because I don't know, I think it's really cool. I think it's cool to see cities, and even though I think it's incredible to see the cities that people have built that are so realistic, I kind of have this thing where I really enjoy it still being a little crude. I still like it feeling like it was like something you find like a villager thing. Um, this is all kind of built to their specs, but I do, over time I have been putting more attention to detail and cool things that make the building stand out more. But overall, my builds are incredibly simple, and I think it's really cool to like just kind of collectively see like my progress as a builder over time, and yeah, just kind of see how it grows and what ideas I come up with and what kind of buildings I want to build. Because when I used to play this game on my own, I used to still build giant cities, but I couldn't really show it off as easily or to anyone really. And at that time too, like I would have a few different types of city building ways, and my first way was like just using one type of block, which was these chiseled stone bricks. And that was my biggest project to this day, probably, is I made a city probably still a bit bigger than this, but way more basic and crude. And it was just of blocks like this primarily. And I'd add like some color in between, but my goal was to build a maze. And I wanted to eventually build this map big enough to share with my friends so that way we could all get lost within this maze. And, even I myself would kind of find little alleyways I would forget about because, it was that big. Excuse me, I didn't want to cough into the mic. But this is what I think's really cool to it, and why I do it, and why I make so many things so tedious. Because for my kind of brain, um, I like just kind of going back and forth and constantly viewing all the detail that I forgot that I even put in certain little spots. How the how did these cats get in here? They're my cats. See, this is exactly what I mean. Like there's just little mysteries now where it's like, all right, well, I wonder if I'll ever find out whose cats those are. There are a small handful of people who are on the server, and I do encourage them to kind of to visit if they can and try to make trade and use the farms as they please. But yeah, so it's fun seeing what they might leave behind. So back to the task at hand. I now have netherrack burning in the um whatever. I was gonna say kilns, but they're not kilns. They're just cobblestone furnaces. I got that going. You know what? I should have grabbed some trees. I could probably cut down a few mangrove trees while I'm waiting for the rest of this netherrack to burn. I was really hoping to kill time by telling my little city story, but afraid it wasn't. It really wasn't that much. Okay. So yeah, let's chop some wood, see if we can farm a little bit more. Bone meal will help a lot in these. See, that's what I mean. I'm always going back and forth, but I think it's kind of funny, and it does actually use up resources doing it with my rockets, but I have so many resources. Like I don't want to be the guy to sit on chests and chests and chests of stuff because I do like using it. It's good to have chests and chests. Like I totally understand why people get that, and I don't disagree with it. That's a very effective way of playing in this game. Um, but I just try to keep like enough resources to know that I'm covered for like now and a couple future projects. and then I like to go out and kind of gather another lump sum of resources. So right now I just need to make some space by gathering some of this dark oak. Then I'll plant a couple mangrove trees over here and hope that those grow in the future. That way I can come back and just get those later. On one more. All right, you know what? All eventually. It all comes soon. Oh, excuse me again. Man, I must have allergies. I just keep coughing and sneezing. I really don't want to do that into the microphone, but so if you hear my microphone cut, that's what's happening. I keep putting it up so that way I could sneeze or cough. I must be going, my allergies must be really kicking in right now. Excuse me. Finally, I got another sapling. That. Then, alright, so while these leaves decay, I can get saplings over here. Over here. I'll break these. Okay, so we're getting close, actually. I mean, we wasn't the right kind of wood, but we still got some wood. Still farmed a bit. The growth propagules plant. These things look so weird. I do think they're cool, though. I really like the trees. I think the trees look really cool. And I love the wood. Such a pain. I'm curious. I'm curious if someone's made a farm that actually, like an automatic tree farm that actually works for mangrove specifically, because I actually would be willing to probably build that specific farm. All the annoying trees would be good farm-worthy trees. Like I don't mind cutting dark oak, oak, like the basic ones. Um, I guess the oh no, it would also be the I really liked the warp woods, um, crimson woods and things like that. But same thing, they're just really annoying to cut down. I don't use them a lot. But I should probably consider making a because I do like that wood a lot. It's more of a dark oak forest over here. Plant these because I still need more dark oak woods. You know, a lot more of all kinds of. I don't want to keep tapping into the. It's time to. Yeah, it's time to just refill my own inventory. Oh, no way. Haven't slept in 3 days already? What? I hate those. Come on. A bunch of horrible creatures. You know, of all the mobs that they did come out with, I think that's the only one that I actually kind of get like legit annoyed about. Like I don't get me wrong, like I hate creepers, I hate skeletons, I hate zombies. They've all really messed me up, but those phantoms, they specifically irritate me because they really do stall me so hard sometimes. And I'm so lazy to like I'm so lazy to go back at times that I'll kind of like deal with them, but then that just makes building so much more difficult and slower. And I'm stubborn, so that way I don't, I just deal with it, and it just sucks. So yeah, I specifically am not a big fan of those mobs. I get it. I get why they're in the game. They do add a challenge, so I still approve of them, but not for me. They're not for me. Big no from me. Big dog. Big no. Great. Still got more sapling. More. Yeah, there's gonna be a few. All right. So none of these. Well, a bone meal. Probably grow a few. Can definitely grow it. Grow and cut down at least. Cool. All right. It's a short one. That's give much wood, but easy, right? Complaining about that this whole time. I do like that it gives you like moss and stuff. Though, like once again, just really cool trees. I definitely think the trees themselves are awesome. Oh, that's a big one. Yep. Okay. Never actually found a legitimate use for that. I know there are ones like they are really cool. Like I guess I could use them as like I think you could waterlog them. They look really cool that way. So could use them as like some kind of like gutter system or all the wood. Things are tricky. Pretty sure they only grow like that one direction. You could tell which direction they're growing based on tap the wood. I think that was all of them. We'll just trust it. If I see the leaves don't disappear soon, then I get more. The two directions. Two directions. No, it's two. Two directions. Okay. Want that wood now. Oops. Cutting down the wrong tree there. Oh, I'm going right into the top of another. Oh, is this the last one? I knew it. I knew there was more buried in there. Or is this? Or is that a whole? I think that might be a whole different. Definitely something still up here. There it is. I got some, like a decent amount of mink. I could think that'll probably be more than enough. As long as that mass of garbage goes away, I'll be alright. Well, garbage, that mass of leaves. Good. Oh, they're annoying to chop, and I'll hate myself later for it. Drop a ghoul behind. That way I can still get more mangrove wood when I come back. do is. I filled up the dark oak. That's pretty good. That's a good start. With these, I could put those in the compost. Oak, whatever. On those bricks, I mean, they've got to be done by now. So yeah, they're all done. Oh man, not gonna be because I was cooking those other. Okay, well, good amount though. Work. Especially if I bring a stone cutter, it might just work. Not hurt to even put the other nether bricks in, or the nether rack in now. That way, yeah, if I do need more and I come back for it, immediately make that. Cool, yeah, that would be another 2 stacks. That would be really nice to have on reserve. And then we'll worry about the floors last on this one. You know, I feel like the floors might look cool to do something like a white stone. Um, I tend to enjoy using, I think it's calcite. I think calcite would look pretty cool. But now that we're finally here, after all the time farming, this is the area that I plan to build. And we already made a layout in the last stream. Once again, horrible audio. Don't recommend it. But this is kind of the layout I'm going to follow, where I want to make this like the home that he lives in, that he's not trapped to, but just appreciates being in so long that he doesn't ever want to leave. And it'll be like a little walk-in like terrace, or yeah, it'll be like a little terrace above it. I was thinking like a small garden or something that he could walk onto, and like a little stairway going down, and it'll be like a little 2-story house that you can walk up here and see if he's at the window, and if you want to, if you could buy something from him. I thought it'd be fun to make someone that's like not quite as accessible, but might still offer something valuable. And yeah, so that's the plan today. So what I first want to do is define where all the pillars are going to go, and that's where I'm going to put all the pale oak. We'll build the frame for it now. And this part always takes up a lot of wood, but it looks really cool when you finish it. And I will be stripping all the bark off the wood too, so it's gonna be like these white pillars. Um, although I bark on too. I always like the bark on. I've only just started recently like stripping it off. Like right there is where a spot's like, yeah, I thought it looked cooler. I'm gonna sound like one of these villagers one day. I hear them so much. You know what? Maybe just for now, I'm gonna leave the bark on, or I commit to stripping the wood and seeing what it is. I know I liked what I saw with the redwood and the white beam, but still can't help but feel like it might be cool just as it is. I don't know how I want to build the so one of the things with building in Minecraft is that it's always easier to build in odd numbers, but I did not set up an odd number. And I had to choose between making this look kind of even and symmetrical and cool or making these. I chose these. Which it's fine. I can make them look fine enough, but yeah, it's hard to get used to symmetry or to not or asymmetry. That might be cool to do like yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. That'll look pretty good. And these won't even be glass. I'm gonna make these fences. But I thought it'd also be cool to make those some kind of um nether brick fence. So I might just do that right now. Oh, I didn't bring the sticks. Oh, I always forget the sticks. I thought those fireflies was a creeper. I grab sticks. Eat anything else for a little while. Cool detail. Grab those for later. The sticks. Grab this crafting table. That's okay. That is, you know what? I'll take the lectern as well. You know what? While I'm here, I could just grab like mostly everything. Well, might as well do that. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna put this chest plate back. There's just these sets of armor everywhere from us. I'm gonna go to bed too. I don't want to deal with the nighttime. I hate the nighttime. I'm afraid of it. I am afraid of the dark. I will admit it. I don't like creepers. I don't like skeletons. I don't like zombies, and I especially do not like those phantoms. So I'm going to bed. It is like interesting how much I'll curve my habits though based on like what I do and don't want or what I'm willing and not willing to deal with. I used to go forever without sleeping in this game, and now I almost like refuse to go one night without it. And it's funny how much I've changed in that aspect. And you just don't really think about it until it just happens, you know? Before you know it, you're like, wait a minute, like I'm depending on this bed way too much. Now we break these out, make the windows look a little fancier since we know what we're doing. I just don't like committing to things as much in this game until I see it a little bit, so that's why I do this. I know I could have done this before, but I would have done a different pattern if I was laying it out before. I think I am still gonna. Just looks better. I don't even know what this is supposed to like represent. It just looks better. I guess maybe it's supposed to represent like a windowsill kind of thing, but I don't know. Whatever works though. Whatever just provides a little more flavor to the build. Yeah, now that I have those, one, two, four. This will be glass. I'll worry about the glass later, but four fences is all I'm gonna need. Oh, what now? Walls are cool. How do I? Oh, nether bricks. No, no. Oh my goodness. I have to go back for one. I can't. I always forget that. For some reason I always think it sticks. I need nether bricks. I know they rhyme, but that's not a good excuse. That's okay. That is okay. You know what? We enjoy the ride here. Oh, whoops. Pretty much almost done, so it would be cool if I can make like other colors of flower pots. I wish they made that kind of an option, but that's all right. There's so many other things they've done, but I'd still, of course, I always want more. You know, I just like even having color varieties. Like if there was a more of a color variety for, well, no, they did the armor trims. That would be really, that's really cool. I like that they did that. Even if I don't use that. And I also like that they did a color like you can do almost every color on the leather. I think that's really cool as well. So yeah, the more variety they add, the better. I'm always looking for more plants. So, I feel like that's one of the very few places they're kind of lacking are just want more plants. I really like the variety I have, and I'm happy with it. But they could do more. They could do more. Oh wow, give me. That looks really cool. I think maybe I will. Maybe I will just make I won't bother with the glass. I'm just gonna fences here. Perhaps. Oh man. Great. There. Basically what the trap's gonna be. I mean, the house. Put it outside. Outside in the meantime. Oh, I will have to do something for them. All right, which one of you saps is gonna be the lucky, the lucky survivor? Live in this beautiful home. Yeah, it lightens it up more. I think once I put in the floors and the dark roofing or like the dark roof, the ceilings and stuff, pretty cool. Why am I making it hard for myself doing that? Go inside. Okay. So go around one. I'll get up there. I'll get up there, so I'm not worried. Still works. Cool. This guy's getting a fancy. But oh, wait, it doesn't work. Oh, if I was crouching when no problem. Ow. Oh, come on. I will for sure be tall enough whatever I do. Cut the wood down if I don't use it. Yeah, I'll just do a slab there. I was thinking of like putting a block there so I could hang something from that block more easily, but I'll just do it the other way around. I also want that place to be like more walkable. I want that to be like an outdoor terrace. So that's the plan. I don't think I would be enough. Oh, I only need 4. Yeah, more than enough. more stairs. Bring this stuff up with me. It'll be easier that way. There. Lantern for good already. I really like this layout so far. These windows will split up a little more. Oops. Yeah, these ones will also actually make. So. Like that. Up. More set. Oh, I need more. Already need more. Yeah, I needed more anyways. I still have one more. Last two steps. Nope. But I could fly. Did not make the jump, but I made the fly. Or just like glide. Double jump. Load up with the elect. Cool. All of the steps are now. How should I... I have an idea. So I'm trying to think out how I'm going to do the roof exactly, because I know I want to use nether bricks, but I'm thinking like, what exactly do I want to do for the roof? And you know, I do want to make it base. It is just going to be a. Oh, I missed. No, I'm gonna waste a rocket doing this. So my plan is to make it a pretty basic roof, but I still want to make it something kind of cool, kind of unique. So what I think I'm going to do is, oh, but plotting the circle is going to be tough because it's asymmetrical. Unless maybe I just take this little point here. That might look kind of cool. I think I might just do that. So you'll see once I actually get it built, or like once I get closer to finishing like the shape of this all. But for now, my plan is to build the roof, and then I'm going to build a circle right there around that center post, and then it's going to be like an A-frame merging into like like a little bit of like a round or maybe not even, yeah, like a little bit of like a round, I don't know, like bell tower kind of look. First, I just need to lay this out to get an idea of what this is really going to look like. Oh, still have two slabs too. Do that. Use open up a little more space. Oops. Realized I went. Okay. Let's light up real quick. Okay. I still need another. Now I could start down how many stairs. Done with like the. I'll use the iron bars. Oh, it's not. You see, I couldn't even. Oh, maybe I could still make it it'd be more of a diamond than a circle, though. Circle. I just need a bigger space to make this a circle. I guess I could try it. Oh, that's all of the wood left? Oh no. I might have just enough. Hopefully that's all I need. Uh-oh. I was not looking when I placed those. I meant to strip that wood. Guess that's circular enough. I mean, we're talking like Minecraft logic circular. There's got to be a way I could. Oh, if I make it any bigger, it's gonna go. Yeah, I only have one space bigger, and I don't do that. I think it looks cool. You know what? Let's stick with that. Make that work. I think that actually looks kind of cool in its own little unique way. Let's try this. I don't know how I'm gonna. No matter how I look about this, I'm gonna need wood. Well, there's one thing I saw that we had a lot of. It was pale oak. Going back to the bank. Back to the bank. Back to the bank. Yep, we have a lot of the pale oak. This stuff was much easier to farm. Strip this too. So I got way more than enough wood, but it'll work. Oh, darn it. Okay, trying that again. I'm not gonna come in so hot this time. Perfect. There we go. Uh, Fill it with dirt. I'm not gonna play honest with this. Normally I like to play honest and just like fill it with the actual material, but nah, I don't want to do that. Stuff's kind of hard enough to get. Maybe on this layer I will. One more taller. Now we do the final layer of steps. But it will be unique, and that's what's cool about it. It's already quite a bit different than what I thought it was going to be. Thought I had more space than I did, but alas, I did not. So, we're just making it work. I know I'm going to need a few nether bricks. I rarely build things in these patterns for this. A lot of back and forth jags. Yeah, like this right here. I'll have to get creative. But slabs might. That might also. Put steps to. Yeah, no, that's cool. Oh, I needed one more slab though. Yep. So as cool as nether brick looks, I think nether brick might be my favorite material overall. It is really dark. Oh, I need bit more. I wasn't quite finished. It's really dark, which means that it does make it easier for things to spawn if you don't light it up properly. Um, so that is like one of the few downsides that I've noticed when you use a lot of it. However, when you're in a city where you have like a million librarians, that's not really as much of an issue lighting things up, fortunately. So that's really cool. I'm just see. Originally, I wanted it to look more like a bell tower, but now it just looks kind of like a stone mushroom kind of thing popping out the top. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm digging that. Maybe maybe there's a way I could fix it. Oh, I need 8 if I be. I guess I might have to. I might have to dig all this dirt out after all. Um, yeah, yeah. Hope this works. Oh no. Better just do that. Oh man, I am glad I have my boots on because my boots have feather falling, and wow, that was actually a bit of a fall. Okay, so why usually when I'm up on buildings, I almost always hold shit. Oh, that still looks kind of cool. Oh my goodness, that's what I mean. Take this link. Uh, this up here. Yeah, no, that looks cool. That looks much better already from a distance. It doesn't look like a big goofy mushroom stem poking out. It looks like it's actually like another addition to the building. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some windows and buy more lanterns. Drop off some material. We need to also put some doors in. So we need 2 doors. Those look great. Always look cool. The dark oak doors are definitely my next to like the classic oak doors. I just like those two a lot. And spruce doors, close third. And I had plenty. I had a lot of nether brick and nether slabs sitting here too. Fantastic. Good to know. I should be. Have a few extra detail things. That I got all that stuff. So I needed, yeah, oh, windows. I cannot, not forget. Oh, I think I need more. Yeah, I need stack. Be somewhere around a stack worth. Maybe like 50 or so, I think is what. 24, 26. Oh, no, I'm not doing. Oh, I forget that I'm not doing the lower level, though. I already have bars put in. That's all right. I'll use this glass anyways. Yeah, no, just the upper level. Yeah, that'll only be. Realized my math was off to begin with, anyways. Oh, realized I never put the floors in. What do I want for the floors? Yeah, you know what? Go back one more time. Get the calcite. Plus, I still didn't trade the lanterns anyways, so get the calcite. Put the floors in. Plus, I have like no calcite left. Oh, I still have. And lanterns. A lot more lanterns. All right, here, Ronald. I know you like the good stuff here. You like my emeralds. Librarians. Oh, I should have gotten more emeralds too, because I want to buy bookshelves and stuff. See, that's another thing I kind of want the leather farm for, to generate more books with. And yeah, I don't like using that much leather or I don't like using leather on books. I could buy them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab some emerald and I'm just gonna run to the library and buy some bookshelves, bookcases, because that'll look fitting for a librarian's house. I'll trade him up a lot. What else might be cool? Visit the bone meal farm. Didn't need to. But I still want the iron bars for one more. Well, didn't need the sticks. Take those item frames as well. Oh, I know. Here's another cool. Because the spruce. Not the spruce. Dark oak. Well, because Trapdoors, table kind of good usually. So they look good for benches and stuff. Pretty much everything. I also didn't need the glass back. I'm gonna run to the library, grab, purchase just a few bookshelves. I don't want to purchase too many. That'll burn right through these emeralds. But I know I'm gonna go. Wow, I'm just so back and forth. Let's get these emeralds. Oh, I'm so close to finishing this. We're almost there. I don't know if I'm going to do all the details today, but I'm going to do a few of them at least, just get it comfortable. Maybe I can get a villager in before I leave for the night. But we will see. We will see. Well, let's trade this guy up a little bit. Oh, that's going to do nothing. Anyone else selling those cheaper? It's all 9. Alright, might as well go to you. There, 14 bookshelves should work just fine. What were we doing with it? There was a lot of hijinks going on. Whoops. Hey, bunch more stuff in here. Great. The rest will be spent on the librarian if I can get him in time. But in the meantime, let's just finish putting in the floors and details of this building. Yeah, that looks nice. Well, maybe it does look better if I just leave that wall there. right here. Yeah, throw the bookshelves in now. I can't put anything near this fence or he'll jump the fence and hurt himself because villagers are really stupid. Dad, block off that little area. Oh, did I put both of the crafting tables back? Oh, I did. Oh man. Um, I didn't visit the. That's a bummer. Base with just like stuff that I don't need. Darn it. There we go. What I wanted there. That. lamp out of? Oh no, cannot because what will I? Ooh, forgot about the. Almost there. Sorry, I've been quiet. I've been kind of concentrating. It's hard to, this is the lazy, stubborn side of me. I could just build a block up like this, and then like that. Replaced. Too many chains. Too many chains. That looks better already. Well, looks like we will be getting the whole thing built today, decorations and all. Or minus a few flowers, perhaps, but we will even do that. Get some flowers in there too, because I know I have some right. Sapling, all that kind of stuff. Did I use all those? No, I didn't. Okay, great. Except flower pots on the. Quite as looker, but all about like the angle. Looking at it. Oh, wow, that actually came together really fast. I'm very happy with that. Um, Yeah. I feel like getting a villager in here might be a bit of a challenge in itself, but it's definitely doable. Right, I forget these guys fucking windows like that because they're really dumb with trap doors. Maybe I could lock this guy. Maybe this guy can be the new librarian. Might need a boat, but maybe I could persuade him. I really just need anybody just to run in there and go to bed. That would be it. Come get a job. Oh, oh, oh. Is this guy a taker? I think he's going for it. Lock him in though. Going, going, going. A little bit more. Yes, got him. Cool. We officially have a librarian in here. Hopefully he's a good one. This will be his new home. His forever home. So let's see. Let's see if he wants to come to the window. I'm holding on to my emeralds. I'll wait. Or do I have to go? You know what? I'm just gonna go and. Oh, the way I designed this though. There we go. Oh, I'm surprised the painting didn't break. Any. Is that enough? Upgrade you? All right, it was. Take all your lanterns. Take all your glass. I didn't know you could buy glass from them. That's incredible, actually. I'm gonna have to start doing that. You got a horrible. You have a horrible encampment though. But you will be useful just for lanterns, generic stuff. Cool. Name tag. Maybe I will name you. I have. Oh, I definitely don't have enough iron for that. But maybe. Oh, anvil's right here. Perfect. Okay, so. Oh, I need a good librarian name. Hmm. Ruth. I feel like Ruth is a. No, not Ruth. Maybe Rutherford or. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll name this guy. Oh, I just don't know. You know what? I know. I know. I do know. We'll do a little ode to a show that I used to like a lot called Futurama. We'll call him Farnsworth. Farnsworth. Is studious a word? I'm gotta look that up real quick and see if studious is a word. Yeah, studious is a word. Okay, cool. I was doubting myself. Studious. Farnsworth the studious. Could have also done the educated, but he's not the only. I mean, look at him. He doesn't even look that educated, anyways. All right, Farnsworth. Glad to have you, man. I'm glad you love your house so much. You love it. He loves it. Yay. Oh, it's his favorite. Um, but yeah, so that's wow. I can't believe I actually got that one done. I feel like, a little more glowstone. Oh, there we go. I got bone meal right here, so I can not glowstone. Whatever this stuff's called. Glowberries. I feel like a few glowberries go a long way. I could put a few more upstairs, you know. Then I would say this is complete. I really think of much more I would really want to do to it. Go to the very top. I do want to put some green at the very top of this too. Oh, I can climb. Oh, great. I know I can climb those too. Oh, geez, and I fell again. This is why I need walls, people. This is why I break my legs constantly. This stream is built of broken hearts and broken legs, and well, not we're fulfilling the dream. The dream's working out. We're getting there. But it will be broken dreams if I don't get everyone to subscribe. I'll just do that. Beautiful. Selling glass. I'll put some glass out. Was selling bookshelves, so bookshelf out there. What else? What else? You know what? Let me buy one of your garbage. Oh, I need a. Such a bad. Oh, I need. Oh no, it's just one book, six. I'll put a name. So kind of more clear what offered. Cool. That looks better already. One more little plant. Good dark oak. There we go. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, I think that's finally it. I know I've been saying that, but this time covered in a lot of greenery. That's for. But that's kind of cool. I like right now. I'm going with like a little more of the overgrown look, anyways. I want everything to have some plants and chains on it. Kind of fits the theme I've been working here. Even these, I'm not afraid to throw a few glowberries on some of these other areas quick here, you know? Just bam. Toss some right there. Cool, just a little bit. I'll put more on as time goes on, as I come back and throw more decorations on. So there you have it, stream. That's my build. That's my build for today's stream. You know, it's funny because I'm looking at this feeling like I could do there's always like one more thing I could do, one more thing. Um but no, I'm okay with that. No, I'm not okay with that because I realized there was one more thing. How goofy of me. I forgot to put in the little here's my forgetful butt. I need mangrove steps back. I wanted to put a little archway right there. I just realized as I was looking, I'm like, something doesn't look quite right. I couldn't put my finger on it, and I don't want to end until I'm done. I need to see this thing complete, okay? Okay, let's take it from here now. See how this looks. It's looking cool, though. That's a good addition. Yeah, that's already looking better. Just, it's the smallest details that catch my eye and you know, set me on my little hair to make sure these things are done to perfect completion. So, yeah, now I would think I'm actually done. I got my little mangrove steps put in the archway. It's small detail, but detail nonetheless. So with that being said, the final thing we could do before I do end the stream, as I said I would like to update the map. I would like to see what this area looks like now that we've added what three three new buildings, some new pathways, decoration. Where is it? Oh, it's gonna require two maps. I'll be on my last rocket. That's right. No. Oh wow, that's very filled out. Oh, that looks awesome. Oh, I forgot that I've added trees and stuff too. So as I add more trees, those will come through more. So I do still want to add more oak trees. I just need to put the buildings in place first, so that way I can kind of build and plant them around that. Oh, that's awesome. That looks very good. It's amazing how fast this is starting to fill out now. You know, I have one, there's one tiny spot for a building right here. This is the tiny spot for a building. Um, this is what we just built today, was this building right here. And this is the cartographer's house. And this was the small farmhouse we just built. So yeah, this is really coming along well. See the roads starting to take form or take shape, the pathways and everything. So this is looking really cool. Glad I put those trees. That did also help add a lot back into. It kind of brings life back into the you know, when you see trees between the building, it just brings a little bit of life and texture that you don't see otherwise, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. We will end it on that note. That's how I will end this. That'll be a good note, a positive note. We got this building built. We got our task done. We even got the librarian moved in already, and he's traded up and ready to go. So it'll be nice just to have another spot like close by in that area that I could buy my lanterns from when I need it, or even my name tags now. I don't have to keep flying to the other end of the city just to see those specific librarians. Um, so that's the plan, you know. The goal is to have all these little buildings scattered throughout with all these different purposes, so that way, no matter where I am, I could always buy resources nearby. Anyways, thank you for anyone tuning in, watching, anyone who does enjoy these videos. I appreciate you, and I hope you all have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and goodbye.